View of data is nothing but how the data can be viewed to the customer or to the users is called as the view of data. So before going to the view of data, simply I want to give an example that you have car driving. You don't know? You know the car driving? Oh, okay. So whenever you drive a car, just what you do, how to drive a car, you know. But how it is implemented, do you know? No. Yes or no? That means just what we know the thing that we can we can drive a car. How to drive a car we know, but we don't know that how it is implemented. Clear? Now here also we know that how to store the data, but how it is storing we don't know. Clear? Now we see the definition of the view of data. Now we have the definition view of data. In the DBMS, narrate how the data is visualized. Visualized is nothing but how to see at each level of data abstraction. So first you need to know what is meant by data abstraction. Data abstraction is a thing which hides the data. Hiding is nothing but which holds and that detail will not be seen by any other people. Just now I explained you the car example. We know just how to drive a car, but we don't know how to implement it, how the engine works, how the brakes works, how the petrol tank will fill into that, how the diesel will fill into that. Everything we don't know. That means who invented the car, who designed the car, they're hiding that all the implementation details. Just they are giving a car and steering brakes. That means externally we are viewing the car and brakes and steering and everything. But how it will be done, how it works, we don't know. That we call it as the data abstraction. Now, data abstraction allows the developers to complex data structures away from the user. That means what? By using the concept of the data abstraction, you developers are hiding complex details from the users. Now, this will be done with the help of the level of abstraction. Now, in the view of data, we have two concepts, that is the data abstraction and instances of the schema, right? First, we see data abstraction. Data abstraction is nothing but, before to the explanation, first I'll show you a diagram so that you'll easily understand. Now, compare this example. What example we have seen? We have seen an example of car, right? Now, view level is nothing but we driving a car. Clear? We are driving a car. So, ready-made thing is there, just we are driving. Take another example of Zoom. Now we are working with Zoom app. Yes or no? Yes. Now what you are doing? Just you are clicking on the Zoom app. You are giving the meeting ID and password. Just the app will be opened. You are accessing the app. That means we are the users. We are using a GUI, graphical user interface, and we are using that. So users uses the product. That is at the view level. That means different users using thing. So here one person is using laptop in this way, this person also using laptop, this person also using the laptop. That means just what they are doing, they are able to see the graphical representation and they are able to use the laptop product. Clear? Now the next level is what? Logical level. So logical level is nothing but how car is implemented, how the car is designed, how the Zoom app is designed. So there are mute is there, video, share the screen, record, username, password, login ID, everything is there. So all those are first represented in a graphical format, right? Consider one more example. When you construct a house, you go to the architect and he designs the plan. Yes or no? That means where is the kitchen, Where is the hall? Where is a bedroom? Where is the God's place? Everything. Yes or no? So that graphical representation of the house similar to the logical level. So in the logical level, whatever the things are needed to develop a car or a app or Zoom or WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, everything will be represented in the form of the diagram. That we call it as a logical level. Clear? And next at what? Physical level. Physical level is nothing but how it works, how to write that, how to store the data into that is in the physical level. Clear? Now I'm explaining one more example. Consider the college database. Clear? Consider the college database is developed. So in the college database, who developed this college database? Who uses the college database? This college database uses by employees, staff, say student, right? So this database is used by administrators, management and students. So that means these are the users of the database. Now in this database what we have like student table, we have staff table, right? We have library table, we have administration table. Okay. Now and the relation among all these, right? And student having one number with 101, no other student have the same number. That is what. So both students have same number. Is it right way of doing? No. Why? Because you may get the confusion here. So what we have the condition, once the 101 is registered, you should not give the 101 to another student. So that is what, that is a condition. That means in the logical level we are going to define the tables like student, staff, library, administrator, along with the conditions of each and every table. For the staff, at least two classes should be there. For the library, at least one student two should take only 10 books, not more than 10 books. So like that, each and every tables have some conditions, and the tables and the column names of the tables will be implemented in the logical level. Now come back to the physical level. In the physical level, where this database is going to be stored in the system. In a system, RAM is there, yes or no? RAM is there, secondary memory is there, secondary devices are there. How this database, where this database and how to represent the database data into the secondary memory devices or in the hardware is implemented in the physical level. Clear? So I'm explaining different examples. So the last example is easy to understand. First view level is nothing but users of the database, students, staff, management, everything. In the logical level, what are the things in the database? Students are there, staff are there, library is there, administration is there. Along with the tables, you have student ID, student number, student Aadhaar card, staff ID, staff name, staff Aadhaar card, staff subject, library, number of books, given books, remaining books, administration, how much fee paid a particular student, not paid, which lecturer is present, which lecturer is absent, every information is in the administration table. Now along with the tables and their columns and their conditions will be implemented where? In the logical level. Come back to the physical level, where the data is stored in the hardware of your computer, hardware of your system, hardware of your laptop is called as the physical level. That means how to store the data in the database and where to store the data in the database is implemented in the physical level. Clear? Now we see the definition of each and every level. Now, the first, the definition is of the physical level. The physical or internal level. We can also call it as internal level or we can also call it as the physical level. The physical schema describes how the data is stored in the hardware. Just it gives the idea that how to store the data in the secondary memory or RAM or main memory. It also describes how the data can be accessed. How to store the data, how to access the data will be given in the physical level. Physical level shows the data abstraction at the lowest level and the complex data structures. So here DBA, so database administrator, have an idea that how to store the data, how to represent the data with the complex data structures. So he is the person playing the main role in the DBMS, in the database, how to store the data, how to access the data. So he is the fully technical person. So if the data structure is of complex type also, he can solve the problems very easily. He can complex data structures, he know, simple data structures also he know. So it's the last level and it's the most important level. So database administrator can see the data abstraction at the lowest level and the complex data structures. Next thing is what? Logical level, or we can also call it as the conceptual level. So it is the level above the physical level. So physical level pine untundi. So here the data is stored in the form of the entities set, entities, data types, relationships among the entity sets, user, operations, and constraints on the data. Nothing but entities are nothing but tables: student table, staff table, administration table. Data type is nothing but consider student table. In a student table, what we have: student name, student ID. Yes or no? Student name is of which type? Character type. So why? Because we are going to store the characters into that. Student ID is of which type? It consists of numbers. Okay. So it consists of what? It consists of numbers. Student marks, numbers. Student phone number, number. Student Aadhaar card, number. Student father name, characters. That means in the tables, what are the column names are there? They are of which type is defined in the data types. And relationship, student table is having relation with administration, student table is having relation with the library table, student table is having relation with the staff table. Clear? And operations are nothing but insertion, deletion, updation. And what? Constraints, constraint is nothing but a condition. So more definition on constraints we'll see in the next sessions. Now constraint means what? Condition. What the condition? One student is having student hall ticket number as 101. So no other student should get the same number. That is one condition. Yes or no? I want to display the student result as pass. When I say pass, if his student passes in all subjects and more than 30% or 40% of marks, then I say the student as pass. So that is a conditions. So the conditions can be implemented in the logical level only. Clear? It is a developers and database main administrator who operates at the logical level and the conceptual level. So in this level, who will operate? Developers. That means who are designing the database. They will be there, and database administrator also will be there in the logical level. Next is the thing is view level, user level, or external level. So it is the highest level of data abstraction. That means it will be the most highest level and exhibits only the part of the whole database. So complete in the designing, it is a part only. It exhibits the data in which user is interested. The view level can describe many views of the same data. Here the user retrieves information using the different applications from the database. Now that means what? Users are view. Student is one user, staff is one user, librarian is one user, administrator is one user. So like this, according to the student, student need information, library people need library information, staff people need student information, staff information, like that. That means according to the user's view, the application will be changed. So this we call it as a three schema architecture. Clear? Any doubts? It's an important topic. Throughout the subject it will come. Here I am giving one more example. Consider there is a customer table. There is a customer table. So how the data is stored in this customer table, how the database is storing the customer table. So this is a customer. Let us suppose we have a customer information. So at the physical level, this record, that means customer information, can be described as a block of storage. So this is a location where the database is going to store. That is what that represents your physical level. Clear? Next, at the logical level, these records can be described as fields and attributes along with their data types. So customer is all having what? Customer will have customer ID, and customer will have customer name. So id of numbers, name is of characters. That is what, that is the logical level. At view level, user just interact with the system with the help of the GUI and enter the detail at the screen. So customer is opening, for example, we are using Zoom app. So we are the users. So whenever you open a Zoom app, what you can show? You can see the mute, video, share the screen, chat box, clients, just whatever you want. If I want to chat, I'll open this. If I want unmute, I open this. If I want to open my video, I use this. That means this is what? This is the GUI. Just we are using that. We are the view level. So how the data is stored, how the Zoom app is constructed is logical level. So whoever using the Zoom app, all those details, all those records, all their ID stored in the physical level. So when you registered a Zoom app, it will ask you mail ID or not. So where the mail ID, all the mail IDs, where that is storing? In the physical level, where to store. And logical level, how we are connecting all the things. Whenever I pass a link, everybody is opening, yes or no? How to open all the people at the same time with the help of the one link is nothing but logical level. How we are using Zoom app is nothing but view level. Clear? So this is about the data abstraction and three schema architecture. Now in the view of data, we have two topics, data abstraction. Next one is database schema and database instances. Now first we see database schema. So database schema is nothing but just architecture will give a plan to our house. Yes or no? When you're building a house, architect, what he does, he designs a plan. How? In a graphical representation, diagrammatical representation. Where is kitchen, where is hall, where is bedroom, where is balcony, everything. Yes or no? So that diagrammatical representation in the database is called as database schema. Simple definition. What is that? Design of the database is called schema. Schema is of three types: physical schema, logical schema, and view schema. So we have three architectures: view level, logical level, physical level. Similarly, physical schema, logical schema, and view schema. Now I'm explaining with a diagram. Now this is the schema of the student college database. Consider. So what is the schema? Course table we have, student table we have, section table we have. So the course table columns are there: course ID, course name, department, student ID, student name, what course he have taken, that course ID is here. Next is what? Sections. So A section, B section, C section, like that. So section, student ID, section ID, and course ID. For example, number one student is having A section. His course name is BSc. So BSc ko code undanukundaam. That will be 1001. So this table is having. So this diagram is called database schema. Schema means what? What are the tables are there? What are the columns are there? How they are related to each other is called as the database schema. Like kitchen, bedroom, hall, all are having relation, and it gives by whom? Architect. Similarly, database schema is also nothing but design of the database is called as the database schema. Clear? Now here that we have stored in the diagram, we have course table, student table, section table. The diagram shows the design of the database. It does not show how the data present. Are we displaying how many number of courses are there, who are the students are there, who are which section? We are not displaying anything. Just we are showing a diagram of the tables and their relations. This we call it as database schema. Schema is only structural view of the database. Clear? So this is known as database schema. Schema is nothing but design. Simply architecting a building, or that means graphical representation of the database. Next thing is what? DBMS instance. DBMS instance is nothing but what is mean by instant? Instant means at a particular time, whatever the thing we have. Instant idli mix, instant rava mix means what? Ready to prepare. Yes or no? That means in the DBMS also, database is having a some amount of data at a particular time is called DBMS instance. So before to the definition, we see example. Now, at a current time, how many number of students are there in our class? 12 students are there. Now, what is the instance of students? 12. When I started the class, after 10 minutes, how many students were present? 6 students were present. Now, at that time, what is the DBMS instance? 6. That means after 10 minutes, first 10 minutes, 6 students are there. After 10 minutes, it becomes 12 students. That means first 10 minutes of instance of time, 6 students are there. So instance of the thing is what? 6. After 20 minutes, that means after 20th minute, how many students were present? 12. So that is a DBMS instance. That means at a particular of time, how much data is presented in the database is called as DBMS instance. Clear? Data stored in the database at a particular moment. Clear? Data stored in the database at particular moment of the time is called instance of the database. Now I'll tell you one more example. So mostly I'll concentrate on the examples only, because if you understand the example, you can write the concept very easily. Clear? Now you want to book a online ticket for movie. Okay. Now when you see yesterday, when you have seen yesterday, there are 20 tickets left. So at that instance of time, how many tickets were left? 20 seats are there. Now today at this time, when I open the site, when I open the website, only 5 seats are left. That means what? At this instance of time, how many seats were left? 5 only. That means how many filled? 15 were filled. Capacity is 100. How many left? 5 left. So totally how much data is there? How many viewers are there? 95 viewers are ready to watch the movie. That means how much data is presented in the database at a particular amount of time is called as DBMS instance. Clear? Now here we have an example. A student table is having 100 records today. So the today instance is what? 100. By tomorrow, I will register one more 100 records into the student table. So today, what is the instance of the database? 200 records is the instance of the database. Clear? So DBMS schema is nothing but what? Graphical representation of the tables and their relationships. DBMS instance is nothing but at a particular of amount of time, how much of data is stored in the database is called as the DBMS instance. Clear? Any doubts in this?